Hello, I'm Michael Redmond, professional nine dan. So I visited Wallerdog's channel and we did a live stream where Wallerdog and his friend Freeofme played a game, and I was off camera watching, and you might say I kibitzed. I was making comments, and the players talked about what their thoughts were as they played the game, and I tried to pick up on that. And I think it sort of worked. So in this video, I've taken a segment out of the game where I talk about the opening and the small Avalanche Joseki. And also I did a review after the game. So I'm taking a segment from the review where I talk about the small Avalanche Joseki. And that will be this video. So enjoy.
So, ladies and gentlemen, we have a guest of honor here, Michael Redmond, 9P from Japan. He's going to coach Freeofme.
Hey, it's me.
And myself, Wallerdog. And this video will be up on Michael Redmond's channel and also mine in the future after it's been streamed. Enjoy the show. If you have questions, you can go ahead and put them in the chat. If you want to kibitz, do that in the game itself so that way the players can't see it. If you want to talk to anybody, put it in the Twitch chat. I can always relay questions to Michael or Freeofme as we do that. And well, let's get the show started. All right, so I'm playing black. Freeofme is playing white. We're fairly evenly matched here. And, well, I guess black should get the game on the road.
Okay.
All right, sounds good.
Good. I was hoping you would change things up. Otherwise, I was going to say, let me play white, because then it would be totally different.
Yeah, we played a little bit of practice game a little bit.
Nice. Preventing me from going 3-3. Thanks. Well, I'm going to follow the philosophy of corners, sides, middle to begin with, and I'm going to go ahead and claim one of my corners.
All right.
You still want to bet that's preventing one of my corners, but I go, okay, so I go, you go, I go. I'm going to play safe.
Okay. AIs always play that move, by the way.
E17?
E17, yes.
Oh, wow. Oh,
like it's become the favorite Joseki because they don't pincer anymore.
Looks like Freeofme wants to start a small avalanche, but being I'm not a professional, I sure don't know it.
Don't worry, I don't know it either.
I wasn't expecting a push there. I'll give you that. Oh man, you're making it.
Yeah, I thought I'd switch things up a little bit this game.
Good. Yes, you absolutely have done that very well. So I've got options here, of course. I mean, the simplest way to respond for me would just be to connect at C17. However,
I want you to give three options that you're thinking of. So okay. C17 would be one. What else would you think of?
C17 would be one. F16 would be another. Mm-hmm. Passive would be F17, so I don't know that I would have.
Well, yeah. So like there's those three moves, and there's also a B16 move, which is played a lot also. Yeah. So like you're relatively in control of what's going to happen next if you choose C17 or F17 out of the three that you mentioned. And if you play F16, there's a ladder involved. But you have to know what ladder that is in order to make it work.
Oh.
So
Okay.
if you don't know the ladder, maybe it's a bad idea.
All right. Well, then I'm gonna keep it simple.
Right. Yeah. Yeah, I'll talk about the
Okay.
ladder after the game, maybe. Yeah, if we have time.
All right. PH1234K, welcome back.
Maybe totally wrong, but I think D14 is kind of the way you do it. At least that's the shape it seems like a lot of the variations do, right? I'll just play that.
Mhm. Okay, yeah. So I did want to talk about the Avalanche Joseki here. And you might recall I told you that there was a ladder involved.
Yes.
And so someone who's familiar with the Avalanche Joseki will just look at this stone in the lower right corner and will just know that the ladder favors black. But you have to know what ladder it is. So like if you don't know what the ladder is, or if you don't know the variation, then you won't be able to take advantage of that. So I'll just show you. So when you play the small Nadare like this, and white's strongest move is to cut and extend here, and black plays here. And this is where it branches out. So if white extends here, then this is going to depend on a ladder. And the ladder is black crawls once, and if white is forced to play on this side, black gets to protect the cutting point on the right. And then black is going to use a Tetsuji in the corner. So can you tell me where black plays in the corner to capture the two white stones?
B18.
Yeah.
B18, correct. So like this is the Tetsuji to capture the two stones. It's the key point in the corner. So like if you allow white to get that point, then it gets a bit more tricky. So like there's this that black cannot afford to connect. So like if black connects here, then it would still be a call. So that's that 2-2 point. The B18 point there is a really important point in this race to capture. And if black plays here, then if white pushes through, then white's filling his own liberty, and it's just not working for white. So that's one thing that you sort of have to know. And the ladder, of course, in this case is that if white cuts here, it's going to be this ladder. So like this ladder, sorry, this ladder, it doesn't work if white has a stone in the star point. So it's actually gonna hit the star point. Yeah, it's a
Yeah.
computer. Yeah, I can do it. I wouldn't want to be doing this on an actual board, but it's less painful when it's a program. So you can see how this is like not hitting the 3-4 point. Sorry. But it would have hit the star point at this point. So that's where the ladder is different. So that's the ladder you have to know. And it would have been okay for black to do this, provided you know this ladder variation. White does have, when the ladder doesn't favor white, white's going to be doing stuff like this. But it's usually okay for black. So I won't go into that variation this time. But like when you don't know all of that, it's perfectly okay to play a relatively simple variation. So that would be the game move, or it could have been this one straight down. So like if you don't feel comfortable trying to remember all of that stuff I was just showing you, like there's more variations anyway. So like if you're not comfortable with that kind of fight, it's perfectly okay to go straight down here or play the connection that you did in the game. And actually, this is where white made a mistake. White has to extend here. So this is the head of two stones, as they call it. So it was a vital shape point. And black's going to play either here. This is the old Joseki. Or AIs generally want black to play here and take center. So like something like this. And after white connects, black's going to play away. So black could play one of these Kakaris on the bottom side. The interesting thing about this is that black does not have a cut at d14, but at some point black's going to be playing a move here sometimes, threatening to cut there later on. So black has forcing moves like this or like this to be able to play again, threatening to cut later on. So yeah, not extending there was bad because when black plays here, this is the important shape move. So this is the important move that I bet a computer program would be telling you to play that just about every move for the next several moves. It's a fairly important move.
Yeah.
Yeah.